Hey, what's up? Hey, world. This is Major TV. Let's talk. What I really want to talk about is the quality of the black thought, uh, the black mind, black conscious. There are so many people speak about what's going on in the community, can speak about culturally, the historical essence, our historical presence, not just in Africa, all over the world. They can speak about our greatness and our downfalls, whether it's black or white, they can speak about it, right? And for most white historians or people that write about history, there's a racist undertone sometimes and not a clear depiction based upon their interpretation. There are some whites that really hit on point with some things. That and educational wise, what's a what's a good education versus a bad education? Misinformation, miseducation, you name it. How we should handle situations every day, and how we should deal with our life on an everyday basis. Decisions, the way we handle our money and what have you. And the reason why I want to talk about the quality of the black thought or mind or conscience, I believe a lot of us are not really seriously looking at life for what it is, right? Life is made of opposites, good, bad, hot, cold, up, down. And with those opposites, you're dealing with the two forces inside you, the negative, positive, etc., etc. And I feel like if you don't take time to take two steps back, just look at what's all going on and what has been going on. If you're not a reader, you got audiobooks, YouTube videos, or they have someone that can direct you where you need to go. But first things first, whether we come from a great household, single family, or the roughest household you can imagine, as a black person, some of us experience much worse than others. But the way how we manage to deal with life, the way we manage how to deal with people, the way we manage to deal with our own family and ourselves come to how we view things. And if we view things in the way whereas we're not keeping an open mind, we're not shutting up and listening, we'll miss a lot. Because our growing is infinite. I don't care if you have a lot of money. I don't care if you're a scholar, you have a PhD. I don't care how conscious you are. You always can learn something, right? So for me, I just feel like we need the first of our toxic people in conversations. That's the first thing. Second, I believe we need to, of course, read. Ask questions. Don't debate about things you really don't know. And more or less pay attention to what's being said. The way we handle our money, I think that's very, very important. And all that's still quality thinking, right? Or quality thought, so to speak, We can say thinking as well. Whereas, I always look at life simple. I don't try to be like some brilliant person in reference to the way I may come across, what I try to do is be simple. I believe in simplicity more than anything. You always have to weigh things. When it comes down to your bills, when it comes down to churches, I look at life like this: the most important or the least important. And once you can prioritize things, you don't have to get them Jordans right now. You don't have to buy that Mercedes-Benz right now. You don't have to make that leap from a small house to a larger house as soon as you decide to buy a house. You don't have to always get mad and angry when somebody upsets you. You go to cursing them out and going crazy because they said or did something that's just not cool and you're not feeling it. It's the way how we manage our thoughts, the way how we deal with each other and deal with other people. Because whether we want to face it or not, everything we do has a consequence. Everything we say. And what I noticed with technology, with the internet and what have you, everything is very, very fast paced. And I say this oftenly. I believe you need to walk slow and think fast. But a lot of people walk fast and think slow. You can look at how people drive every day. You can look at how people are so rushed to judgment. I mean, a lot of apologies and I'm sorry can be avoided if people just don't jump out there. I am not and would never be a social media person because I believe only probably, I don't know, I'm just guessing, probably 10, 15, 20%, 25% is really positive, productive. You have people trying to hustle you on there. You have people that would troll you on there. You have people that's looking to be validated, that bring their real life problems to the world and for the world help solve them problems. It's not cool. You're messing with your mental and your emotional. All that's intertwined, you know what I'm saying? So when I talk about the mental, I'm talking about the emotional, because all that is emotional, all that's dealing with your mind, and I just feel that with all that's going on right now in our community, the police violence been existing, the predatory lending been existing, the redlining been existing, the misinformation, the mass media hypnotizing of us buying pharmaceutical drugs or eating animals or whatever the case might be. That's been going on. And I just feel right now we at a point where we have to think. And it's just levels to it. There's a reason why you got the have and have not. Point blank. There's a reason why you have people that do good and people at the bottom. Most of the bottom are conditioned to be at the bottom. We go to school, they don't teach us how to do for self. They teach us how to get education and work for somebody else. You have to learn it. Quality of thinking. When you hear the conscious brother in the community talking and yelling about black pride, black power, you have to look at me myself, I always just check a situation out and look at it. But I'm watching what they say and they move. And I never forget in this book I read, 40 Laws of Power, when Robert Greene said, a person can tell you anything, right? But he said, believe nothing what you hear. Watch a person in game. Watch their actions. So if you want to listen to this brother, this sister, whatever, it's all cool. But you have to figure out whether you're being hustled, if you're being misguided, whether this brother or sister are sincere. Because there's so much of BS. There's so much stuff going on that we get sucked up so fast because all we're looking for that black messiah. We're looking for that person to rescue us. But I feel like That black Messiah is already in you. And I'm not speaking from a leadership standpoint. I'm speaking from believing in yourself that you're great. Believing in yourself you overcome. I'll tell you a story about me later in this video because I won't be long. But I am a success story, and I know there's a lot of sisters and brothers like me. And we just sitting back, chilling, listening to this person, that person, reading this book, reading that book. But sometimes it gets to the point where you have to step out. And I feel like I haven't done enough, you know. But I'm not trying to be a leader. I'm not trying to be somebody to pull your coattail and just be blowing smoke up your butt. I'm somebody that really care and just trying to share some real information. And the only thing I'm really trying to get to is value your mind. Value the quality of your thoughts. Watch what you put in it. And filter all that bad stuff that go there. Push it out. Because there's a lot of bullcrap. And there's a list in there. But only I want to deal with the quality of your thinking. Malcolm X once said in a small speech, it was a speech, but it wasn't that long, but it was a book that came out. And he said Malcolm X speak to young people. And he said it in his one excerpt, he said, young people need to read, learn, and find out for themselves and ask real questions. And don't just go off what people say. And I read that like 20-some years ago, but it hit me, right? I'm like, damn, that's true. So whatever your mom and dad told you, you still can question that. Not questioning means you're trying to find fault, but questioning trying to find out validity to it and the value of it. Some things probably can be common sense, but some things can be complicated, like those religions that's force-fed to us. Our diet, what we should do in life, the issues in the black community. Some have been fed straight lies from our own parents. Some parents, or most parents, black parents didn't know any better anyway. But it's time now to start using our mind. And I'm talking to those who or just questioning what's going on because there's so much going on in the black community. This person saying that. This person saying this. And the crazy part, like I said in my video earlier today I spoke about. But nobody come together. See the ego? Ego is a bad boy. Ego can be that big. I can know you right. I can know you right. But guess what? Ego will make me fuss just because. Robert Greene said in 40 Laws of Power, and I'm bringing this author up, this white author up because he's a white guy, particularly I believe. But I'm bringing him up, and I don't know why you would say it was white because it doesn't really matter. But I'm bringing it up because he said one of his laws never went through argument, went through action. And the ego will have you so tripped out, right? You'll be arguing with a person when you just don't have to show them through action. You don't have to be doing all this. Now I'm speaking about people in the black community that's talking about doing something. You don't have to fuss with anybody. Just do it. But everything starts with the quality of our thoughts. What we let go here, inside this big head of mine, this brain, and how we manage it. I'm talking from our God, family, finances, working for someone or doing something for yourself, what you believe in doing. It's all about doing for self. But if you work for somebody, there's certain way you should handle your business too, and still have your morals and scruples in place, right? The way you enact community and others, you know. Because I feel like as a man and woman, we all are challenged every day. And I definitely, look at myself when I talk to people. And somebody asks me something, or something be happening around me, and I be like, damn, I wonder if I respond to that right. I wonder if I handle that, that situation get too far out of hand. Because sometimes we are aiding the bed in our own destruction, and we aiding the bed with kissing butt, you know what I'm saying? Not really fully expressing ourselves, holding stuff in. Worrying about if I say to this white person, you're going to blow up my face, or if I say something to this sister or this brother. And it shouldn't be like that. So we are tested as well. And see, when you're a man, you're a woman, a man or a woman, excuse me, you know how you walk, how you talk, how you act, and the pride part. But that's what it's all about, y'all. It's really just having everything in place. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you're more concerned about your mind and about growing. You're more concerned about what comes out your mouth, how you're moving, and what have you. You weighing things out, You really if you don't have an answer for it, go look it up. Ask questions, research, you know what I'm saying? You're being responsible that whether you want to support this movement, that movement, whether you want to create your own move, just make sure you have substance. Make sure it makes sense. So this Major TV just wanted to just share something about the quality of our thoughts, black thoughts. And I wish you get something from it. If you have a comment or want to ask questions, cool. I welcome that. So till next time, take care and stay blessed. One.